Hello fellows folks, we are locking in today. That's right, we got things to do. Who's ready to lock in? I fixed all the little things that were missing from this place. Water's back, that block's back, yippee, and such. So what are we doing today? We have been tasked by a mysterious company called WATCHi to build a giant thingy thing. This what are they called? A giant building. We're gonna build a building. That's what we're doing today. It's a giant government-like building. It's gonna be way over there. I'll show you here in a second. Might cut to it right now. So about right here is where we're going to build this giant place. Go ahead and put the schematics I made last night in a Google Sheets drawing thing. Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. Those are the measurements off to the side. That's 43 by 43 blocks on each side. It's a perfect square. In the middle, we're gonna have like this little rectangular outside little area, 3 by 3 hallway. And yeah, we're gonna build the outside perimeter with tuff first, and that's what we're gonna do. So, yeah, we're gonna work through that. I've got a lot planned for today, guys. A lot. I made a list of everything that we've got to do in this episode. So, a list. I don't normally make lists for episodes. I kind of just run right into the episode and hope it works out well for me, you know. I still have Rose's boat down there. I don't know how to get that off, if I'm being honest. Alright, I've set up this little base over here. This is the first corner that I'm going to start at. But this base is just because I know this project is going to take a really long time. And if I die, I don't want to have to respawn all the way back at my other base. Also, I needed all this stuff over here, too. Okay, so before we start anything with the building, we have to get rid of this hill right here. Completely. Which is gonna suck. So I made my least favorite tool, the shovel, and we're going at it. Okay, well, the hill's gone. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. It also took a lot more shovels than I thought it would. I went through about 15 of them. They're wooden shovels though, so, or not wooden. Stone. I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is great. We're doing great. We're doing great. Now we have to do this border. I'm gonna do the border real quick. It's gonna be a lot of cutting. I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna say I'm gonna do something else. That's how this episode's gonna go. Here we go. Alright, I finished putting this outline and the floor in. It took me forever, but I did it. It also took so many blocks. Looking at the schematic that I drew, I kind of thought it would be bigger, but this will work. I mean, it's gonna be 3 floors anyways. So, you know, these WATCHi people can suck it up, I guess, you know. Whew, I don't know how many doors this place has, but too many doors. The next step is adding more walls and then a roof over the head, which is going to take a bit because I think I'm going to use deep slate. We have enough deep slate to do that, but once we put the roof on, we need lights. Lights, well, we can't just use torches in this government building. We're going to have to use a light block. I'm not going to do a redstone lamp or anything like that, or glowstone. Those are too typical. I want to use those shroom lights from the forest that I mentioned on in episode 13. I think that'll be quite fun. Excuse my voice, by the way. I just, you know, spent an hour and a half not talking, so it's like that. I'm really stressed about this episode. I hope it's not going to take too long. Yeah, I know. Okay. Alright, well, I dug out this area. I think we should have enough now. Still no diamonds. Can you believe that? No diamonds in this entire strip. Is that reasonable? I feel like it's not. I feel like at least 1 diamond should have shown, right? That's how this works. I've got like 1 diamond to my name. We're gonna do this eventually. I keep saying we're gonna put stairs in, and you know, we will put the stairs in. We will put them in. Not today. Not in the next episode either, because we got to deal with the copper golems because of that new update that came out. Speaking of that update, also, they changed the look of the dyes. The dyes look really bad now. I don't know why they did that. Whatever, I guess. This is what the dyes look like now. What? Why do they look like that? Why do they come in a little pouch? We don't craft the pouch. We don't need the dye there. We have to create the bowl for soup. Why do we have to... I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. We just barely had enough for this. Where's our polar bear up here? Hi? Okay. We have some visitors already. I don't think that guy's part of WATCHi though. That's the wandering trader. I don't know why he's here. Next we have to get this roof in. I did the math. We're gonna need about 14 stacks of smooth stone blocks so that we can cut it in half and have 28 total so that we can cover this entire thing. That is not accounting for this little outside portion, which is not gonna have a roof. And it's also not accounting for where all the light fixtures are gonna go. So I'm gonna go grab all of the stone that we need, and then we're gonna start heating it up, I guess. It's gonna take forever. It is burning up in here. A lot of furnaces. I need like a super smelter for projects like this, I think. Alright, let's begin again. Alright guys, well, it took a really long time, but I finished the roof. Also, they have iron tools and iron armor now, which I knew that was coming. I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know, part of me just didn't want to believe it. Alright, here we are coming up on the facility. Look at that. It looks kinda big. It is gonna be 3 floors, and I think they want me to do some underground parts too, so, you know, it'll have some bigness to it. That's a word I just coined. I put all the dark oak doors in. I went to that dark oak forest as well. But I don't want dark oak doors for the entrance. They just look too much like inside doors, if you know what I mean. So we need to figure out what doors would look good for the entrance to this place. But yeah, we can just look at this. I think it looks pretty good. From above, it looks pretty neat too. It's a cool looking shape. I like that shape. All right, what is next on my list? Oh yeah, the inside. The inside's gonna kill me because now we got to do some detailing, which is something I feel like I don't really do. I made an oath about it a couple episodes ago, but we're gonna go through this list. We're gonna detail each room one by one. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, this reception area is pretty much done. I used copper for the chairs just because these cubes on it make them look like cushions. I don't know what happened on that chair. We got the mouse made with these, obviously. Flowers, carpet with the little WATCHi symbol. Here's the quartz. Remember that episode where I was like, oh man, we need to get quartz. This is its inclusion. That's what I needed the quartz for. This right there. Wasn't that worth it? Alright, now we gotta do all of the offices. I already started on some of these. So this is what it's basically gonna be looking like. I don't know, maybe I'll put some pictures in here. I'll go through there. I'll go through each office and kind of decide then. Also, I realized we have shelves now, so I'm going to try to incorporate them into some of the last few rooms that we do. But I'm going to go through and get all of these done then. Here we go. Okay, so now all of the offices are done. Some of them are a little bit different because of who they are. For instance, this one is the communications office. It's got this little communication thing. It's got extra seats in here so people can listen to the radio. This is supposed to be a radio. Look at that. That is a radio. Don't even try to argue with me, guys. That is the most radio thing I've ever seen. No. I've been working for a really long time now. The big rooms still aren't done because we're going to get to those here in a second. The mayor requested a room. I don't know why, but this is his room. He said he would bring his own laptop in. Okay, whatever, man. I guess so. The director's room. This is HR. I tried to put up one of those like hang in there posters, but instead I got this horse, and we're gonna have to deal with that. This is somebody I already spoke to, Special Agent, what was his name? George Cross or something like that. He sent in his desk, so this is his desk right here, I guess. Good for him. All of these offices are pretty much similar. Took a lot of resources. Now, what do I have next on this? Bathrooms? Okay. These front 2 rooms are the bathrooms. I think I'm gonna skip that for now and move on to the other interesting stuff. Like the break room, which is right over here. Here's a picture I put in there. As you can see, there's nothing really else in here until this. This is the break room. Got a little rug here, some tables. You know what I forgot? The cake. There we go. Now the cake's in here. We can rest a little bit, you know. Break room is complete. Oh, I don't know if I showed you out here yet. This is our little mini outside area. There's wandering villagers in here right now, as you can see. We've got a fountain. We've got greenery. I use the moss to spruce it up, and some of these azalea sapling things. I think this looks really nice. That does get in the way of the server room just a little bit. So we're gonna go into the server room right now, which, if you didn't know, is this long room right here. This is where the water's coming in to the fountain, so we're gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna stand over in this corner. We're gonna do another transition. I'm not even gonna say a sentence this time, so I don't forget. Ready, set, zoom. This is the server room. I decided to use looms for the servers because they always have that computer-y looking look. You guys know what I'm talking about? And then redstone torches, some of these crimson buttons because they're red. I don't know. I feel like they have a lot of red. And server rooms, and it's usually a little bit dark. So maybe I'll put, I don't know. Maybe I should put something over the lights so that it's a little bit dimmer. But I think this turned out fine. I know the redstone torches look kind of out of place, but I think it does give like the red dot aesthetic. And then you might have noticed that this place right here is now jutting out. Let's go look at why. It is because this is now the storage closet. There's nothing in these barrels, but yeah, that's all for the storage closet. Next, we got to do this greenery, which is another window room here. It's gonna have a whole lot more green areas. Let's just cut to it right now. All right, and here's the finished greenery. I think it looks really nice. There's a lot of stuff in here. Put a lot of details, you know. We've got flowers and trees over here. I've been really utilizing a whole bunch of these shelves just to hold items in relation to things. As you can see, we've got Rose's namesake up there. Poor Rose, rest in peace. Brewing stand that I stole from that one place. Cauldron that I stole from another place. It looks wonderful, which means we have 2 more rooms to do in this episode, and that is the records and the admin area. I'm going to do admin first because it sounds easier. Here's the admin room. I think we just need to fill this up with desks, pretty much. Alright, here's the administration room. This is just where people are at their computers and stuff. General office space. There wasn't a whole lot that went into making this room. However, I got a little sidetracked. I found out this update, man. I'm loving it. I love copper. I've said this before. Copper is one of my favorite blocks in the game, aside from tough. But guys, I had no idea that we had new lanterns, copper lanterns that are green, which is my favorite color, and copper torches. Like these, they're so easy to make too. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite update so far. Plus we have like the Nautilus creatures. I haven't even seen those. And spears. Are spears part of this yet? I don't know if that's true. Plus we're doing copper golem next episode. In case I forget. I won't forget though. I've been waiting for this forever. I've already named the guy. What we do need to do now is start on the archives room. And I will not put any books in it because you guys know my relationship with leather. I hate it. I'm not doing that anymore. It's gonna be empty bookshelves. I'm not gonna do a transition this time. You're just gonna watch. Alright, here is the archives now. As you can see, we've got a little archive person desk where they can file everything. We have all these bookshelves. Then we have this guy. This is a statue. It's wearing all of my copper armor. So I'm kind of defenseless right now. We've kind of got this nice little nook for reading. I use the shelves for decoration here just because I don't like that pattern on top of this pattern right here. I couldn't cover it up over here though because of the window. I think we're pretty much done right now. I have like one more thing that I need to touch up, and I need to go grab some armor, and then we'll do a walkthrough real fast. This is the first floor of the WATCHi building. It took forever. This is like a day of footage I'm gonna have to cut, which is cool. So we're gonna do a quick tour. I had to get rid of a whole bunch of snow here. I'm gonna have to cover all the ground with like slabs and stuff, so that's cool. We'll get to that eventually though. Enter. We've got the reception area. 2 receptionists usually. We have a little sign that says WATCHi, the name of the place. Over here, I don't think I mentioned, but it was in the blueprint. These are going to be the stairs to the 2nd floor, which we will do in a 2nd episode. We also haven't done the bathrooms yet, because I don't want to. So, both of the bathrooms are empty. We're going to go this way first and work backwards. We have all of these offices numbered and filled up. We have the greenery, which looks absolutely stunning, full of all of its stuff, very visually appealing. I'm very proud of this. I said before in that one episode, I forgot what episode I said it in, but I don't do a whole lot of detail work. This was fun to do. It might not look the greatest, but putting all the details in and placing all these random items that I may never come back and look at, I don't know, it was fun. I found joy in it. This is Agent Cross's room. We have the archive room. I really like this painting. Nice and wonderful looking area. We have the servers in here. Whole bunch of them. This is what keeps the operation running. The director's room. He's got an extra seat in here. We have the mayor's office. Got the admin room over here. Communications. We have this rustic looking what is it called? Radio. I know what radios are. So maybe that'll be important to the people that come in. More offices, a break room full of cake and trash cans. I'm really happy with this. I really am. Got a couple more offices over there. And then out here, we can go into the, oh man, visitor. This guy's always here. Alright, we got this fountain over here. You can throw coins in on your break, I guess. I don't know, man. This looks really nice. And then whenever we have the walls even further up, it's going to be a little sanctuary full of windows. And I'm really excited to see what it looks like whenever it's done. And then, of course, if we go right through here, we're back in the reception area. That was the whole building so far. We've got 2 more floors to do, plus a basement, allegedly. So, but for now, it's pretty much ready to move in. And I think they will eventually. Heck, he might have already moved in. Alright, just finishing up this little note that I'm going to leave him. Just as a housewarming gift, you know. Alright, I think this episode's done, guys. This was a pretty fast episode, I think. Don't look at the runtime or anything. Like I said, the next episode is going to be about the copper golem. And we're finally going to mess with our item storage here in a bit. So, get ready for that. Very excited for that. Might take a like a week break in between this episode and that, just because this is a lot of work. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and if anything else happens, I hope you enjoy that as well. Alright, bye bye now.
This is day 1 in Snowy Valley. I finally arrived. My temporary HQ is still under construction, but Director Stevens has given me the go-ahead to begin moving in. I don't have much to my name, which is relieving to be honest. Despite the construction of such a large base to house our research, I was left to my own devices in search of shelter and a place to stay. Of course, the now re-elected mayor was not willing to help out a whole lot.
Well, hello, Agent Crump.
Mayor, it's Cross.
Yes, Mayor. You heard about my re-election then?
Of course. How many times is this now?
Oh, don't you worry your pretty little stupid head about that.
Excuse me?
Now, tell me, to what do I owe this, is this a pleasure? What is...
It's request.
Oh? You've come groveling to me?
I'm in need of a place to stay while I'm visiting. As you know, both of us having ties to the government and all, I hope you...
Agent, I'm sure you remember you pestering me about our static population count during our first little, Meeting? Surely you must have deduced we don't really do vacancies here, right?
Surely there must be some place, an inn, motel, random volunteers.
Don't you think this might be something you'd rather take up with our good friend Stevens? He's the one that sent you here after all.
Mr. Mayor, you of all people know exactly why.
Right.
So?
You know, I might just know a place that's recently opened up. Now that I think about it.
Really?
Yes, and even better, it'd be close enough to keep a close watch on you. A close eye, if you will. Get it? Get it?
Okay, if it has a roof, 4 walls, and a bed, lead the way.
Alright, as you wish. Go ahead and bundle up. It's cold out today.
But I already knew that, didn't I?
Here it is.
This is it?
Yep.
Not that far from your place, is it?
Agent Cross, I'm sure you know this is the perfect distance.
Kinda small, too.
Well, like you said, it's got a roof, it's got walls, it's got a bed.
It does not have a bed.
Well, there's a sheep pen across the river. I'm sure you could make use of that.
Diane, this place is miserable. I can't imagine staying for as long as I am in these conditions. I predict I'll spend many sleepless nights wasting away in my office, which I can only hope will suit me better. It is now day 2 in Snowy Valley. I'm starting to settle into my new office. My new home. It's well built, I'd say. Though it is a bit dark in the halls, which is a stark difference from the white winter outside. But regardless, it feels more like home than that igloo. My desk is here. My flowers. This is better. The only downside I've found so far is somehow the mayor has coerced Director Stevens to have his own office inside of my building. Ugh. It's a small, stupid thing, but it bothers me. I'm not sure where to start. There seem to be hundreds of threads to pull on. I just have to find the loosest one. Our transmission room has already been constructed. I thought that'd be the best place to start, and I was right. We had picked up many odd transmissions from home base, but here they were clear, and I could track them. Here's what we picked up today. Still unsure of what it is, but I forwarded it to our analytics team, who will be moving in shortly on the 2nd floor. I'll update you when they get back to me. However, for the time being, I've tracked their transmission to its source. Just a small radio. Can't make heads or tails of it. Don't know why it's here. Don't know why it was hidden in a bush above a mysterious buzzing chasm, or even if it's important to the case. But at this point, I must assume everything is. After my venture to the radio, I returned to my office and found a note left by the construction crew.
Dear Agent Cross, a warm welcome to Snowy Valley. Well, as warm as one can get in a place like this. Laugh out loud. I heard professionals don't use acronyms in serious messages. I hope whatever you all at WATCHi are researching and or looking for here comes to fruition. If you need anything at all, please let me know. I have experience in a lot of fields, plus I'm super expendable. Alright, 2 exclamation point sentences in a row. I've gotta nip that trend in the bud. Anyways, keep me in mind if you're in a pickle, or even a cucumber for that matter. I'm even on good terms with the mayor. I built his house too, so I may be able to call in favors from him too. He didn't pay me after all. I hope you enjoy your new office for however long you stay, and I do apologize if in advance for the ruckus I'll be making whilst constructing the next 2 floors. Alright, you get yourself settled in now. Bye-bye, or however you end letters.
riddled with typos. Huh. I'm not typically one to rely on civilian help, but with the mayor riding my posterior, it'd be nice to have someone else working for me that he trusts. I'll have to put more thought into it, but please don't think of Connor as I tell you this. This place feels different, and this Graphite fella, he seems to have his feet grounded. Sooner or later, we'll have to trust again, Diane. I still feel the jet lag gnawing at me. I'll rest now and update you soon. Good luck back there.